Hey everybody, it's Tom, and we're back again with a comic book haul. I just came back from vacation, went to Florida for a couple of days, and some of the things that you'll see here I picked up in Florida while I was on vacation. But I also was able to hit up Toys R Us one last time before they closed, before going down, and I was able to grab one or two things. So I'll just show the toy things first. I picked this guy up on vacation. I like these Muppet figures from what was it, from Palisades Toys was the brand. These came out in the early 2000s, I believe. I'm trying to see the year on this. Yeah, this is from 2002, and I got a couple figures from the line and a couple of the play sets. They really had some elaborate play sets for this line. There was a kitchen, a backstage set. You know, those of you who are into ACBA have seen the kitchen before on Boog Nice's channel. He featured it a lot. I picked this guy up. He wanted 20. I offered him 15, and he took it. I was going to keep him in the package, and I still may, but he got a little damaged on the car ride home. So I just taped it up for now. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I still may keep them carded. Alright, so as I was saying, I went to Toys R Us before they closed, and I picked up a couple of things. I picked up 3 things. So I bought 2 of these, one for my nephew and one for myself. Let's see if I can zoom out on that. So this was only $6, this Star-Lord. There wasn't any Marvel Legends to be found when I was there. So his eyes light up and he says a couple of things.
Put the guns down and step away from the tree and raccoon.
So I figured that was a pretty cool find for $6. It was originally, let's see, I have my receipt here actually. Looks like it was $19.99. I got them for $6. This I was actually surprised to find, and I didn't realize it until I got home that some savage had, for whatever reason, broke into it, took one of the hammers and took the helmet. I don't know why they would do that. But still, even without the helmet and one of the hammers, I was happy to find this. I picked this guy up for $15. Yeah, he was $15. I didn't have any of these giant-sized Marvel Legends, so now I do. I'll figure out where to display him. Who knows, maybe I'll be able to find the helmet on eBay. And then this guy I picked up on Instagram, IG88, the original Kenner's line. Paid $6 for that. So that was pretty cool. I want to get all the bounty hunters, but I need to get the new Boba Fett. I no longer have mine, and I want to get Bosk. So that's it for toys. On to the books. When I was on vacation, my wife found out about a flea market before we left, and she told me if we get there, you know, in decent time, the drive down was just torture. That we can go on Sunday. So we left Saturday from New Jersey down to St. Augustine in Florida. So some of the books that you'll see in this haul I got there. But I also picked up some stuff from my local. Nothing super special. Some bargain bin type things, but that I thought were pretty cool. Like this Justice League I found in a quarter bin. The cover's detached, but if I can pick up a Silver Age Justice League for a quarter, I'm going to do that. Star Wars 75. You know, I'm a Popeye fan. I didn't have this. I wasn't sure if I had this issue of Red Sonja, but for 25 cents I wasn't going to leave it behind. I don't see a lot of She-Devil with the sword issues in either of my local shops. I saw this on Master X channel, I believe, recently. First appearance of Red Skull's daughter. Picked that up for a quarter. I was happy to finally get this. I got this on eBay. I got this and 2 other books from a seller. Believe it or not, I paid $4 total for the 3 books. So this was in their Vanguard Illustrated #2, and it's got a very cool wraparound cover. I'll bring this video to a halt just so I can show everybody. Oh, I thought it had wraparound cover. It does not. Huh. Shows you what I know. But I still wanted this cover for the longest time. There's a print that I think shows more than what you see here. Up close and personal. And then it threw in issue #1. I got 8 more copies of this. Deathmate Black. I think I paid like 10 cents a piece for these in a bargain bin. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This book just seems to keep finding me, and for whatever reason I keep buying it. If anybody needs a first Gen 13, let me know. I'll be happy to hook you up, because I paid next to nothing for those. The Infinity Free Comic Book Day first, shoot, I forgot the guy's name, but you guys, everybody knows who the first appearance of is in this. Corbin Glaive or something like that. A Michael Turner cover I didn't have from Free Comic Book Day 2008. ROM #1, $5 cover price. Picked this up for $1. This is a book that I've been just wanting to have. I've been on the lookout for one. I haven't been able to find one. This copy's just beat to hell. I just bought it just to say, you know, I finally have one. So I haven't been able to find it yet, and I'm not paying up for this silly thing. I just wanted to, you know, I'll see books on YouTube, and I'm sure other guys do too, and you just chase it down just to say, hey, now I've got one as well. If anybody doesn't know by now what this is, it's got like a preliminary, like a first cameo of Cable in here. I think this was shown in Mercenauts video and a couple other videos. It's just some current issues. I'm still picking up Red Sonja #17 and #18 cosplay variants. Fathom #1 just came out. I just picked it up for the Turner cover. Picked up a couple of copies of Captain America #1. I picked one up on vacation, as well as one from my local. Wonder Woman #49. I'm not really in love with this Jenny Frison cover. I've seen her do a lot better, but I'm still glad I have it. It's just sometimes her Wonder Woman's hit or miss for me. Josh Middleton, Batgirl. I wish I was able to get the issue prior to this one. Catwoman #1, the Artgerm cover. This is a Jenny Frison cover I really like. This is the new issue of Wonder Woman #50. So that was a really cool cover. Had to get that. I had missed or had forgotten that Adam Hughes was doing a cover for Superman #1. You know, when my local email, he sends out an email every week for the books that are coming out, and I told him the books I wanted. He actually wrote back no Adam Hughes Superman, and I totally had missed that. I need to get some bags and boards too. I'm completely out. It just seems to be happening more and more lately. Went to Walmart to pick up these 100-page giants. Believe it or not, I was only able to get the Batman issue from my local Walmart. I wanted to get the Teen Titans one. Apparently there's a first appearance in there. So I picked that up. This was the other book that I got from eBay. This is in really nice shape. It's from 1953 or 4. It's one of those square-bound covers. I mean, look at the spine on this. I mean, for a square-bound book from the 1950s, this is in pretty immaculate shape. It's got a lot of high gloss to it as well. this cover. So extremely happy to get this and that and those other books, the Dave Stevens cover. And here's the other Captain America #1. And I also got the Alex Ross cover. I thought this was just amazing. This is a wraparound cover. Okay, the vacation haul. So I found a flea market, and believe it or not, there was only 2 vendors in the flea market. And the one comic guy who had a pretty big booth, I didn't really buy anything. I didn't buy anything, not really buy anything. I didn't get anything at all from him. But directly across the way was another booth with a bunch of like knickknacks and stuff in it, and then a guy with a couple of short boxes. And my wife was with me, and she was talking to the guy, entertaining him and his stories while I was looking through his books. And then they were $1 a piece. I wound up picking, $31 worth of books from the guy, and I asked him if he would go down to 25, and he said yes. So I got another copy of Fathom #1, Michael Turner cover. These are cool. I need to rebag these because these bags and boards are just disgusting. Superhero catalog. I just had a lot of fun looking through these. There's another one here. I don't think there's another one on the back of this one. No. I think I got like 4 different toy catalogs. DC Millennium for Kingdom Come. And then here's the other superhero catalog book. Just a lot of neato things in here. God, I wish I could get my hands on some of this stuff today. There's some fun stuff. I don't even remember seeing these catalogs when I was a kid. Mighty Thor #1 sketch variant. Thor #1 Michael Turner. Another copy of Fathom #1. Captain America second print. You know, I don't know what variants. I'm not really up on my current book game. So I just don't know if these variant printings are worth anything. I looked a couple of them up on eBay, and they weren't. But still, I didn't have them. Captain America 600 second print variant. Captain America 600, the Alex Ross cover. 25, Death of Cap, the variant. Captain America 34, first Bucky cap. Captain America #1, the movie variant. I wish I found the Black Widow movie variant while I was there. That would have been badass. Rose and Thorn #1, Adam Hughes cover. Just trying to keep some of these things from falling. There was a couple of pretty cool books that I was able to grab out of there, not just like some, dollar bin fodder. 2001: A Space Odyssey #1. I've always looked for these. This makes a connecting cover. First one I've gotten of these. Avengers 16 variant cover for the, I guess it shows all the Avengers. Lobo #1 Christmas special. This cool Frank Cho cover. Let me actually just get some of this out of here. Frank Cho's Fear Itself, a second print variant for Valkyrie. Secret Society of Supervillains special. I think this was a one-shot from 1977. This is a second or third print variant. Third print, Art Adams sketch variant. There's a first appearance in here. I forgot the cat's name, but got 2 copies of that. second print variant of Avengers Assemble with Thanos on the cover. V for Vendetta #1. Lobo #1. Sorry, the glare's going off pretty bad here. Ex Infernus #4. I remember a lot of people showing this book when it first came out. This was cool. Arthur Sudam variant for Wolverine Origins #10. I knew I had seen this book before. I didn't remember the significance of it until I got back to where we were staying, and I looked it up, and it's the first appearance of Daken. This was a neat find. I'm debating whether to break it out or not. This is Earth 1, the Dynamic Forces variant. It comes with a certificate. It's signed by Alex Ross. Everybody who worked on the book. There was 5,000 copies of this. But it's got the original board in there, and it's filthy. I may crack it out of its bag and just rebag it. You know, I know you're not supposed to break them out of those Dynamic Force seals, but the thing is just filthy. I didn't have, like I said, I didn't have any Alex Ross signatures, so that's my first one. Got that for $1. 2001 issue 8, first appearance of Machine Man. I've always wanted to try to find this book. And Secret Origins of Superheroes #17. Got that for $1. It was on my top 10 list for last year. First appearance of The Huntress. This upgrades my other copy. That was a great find for $1. And then I got this book as well, Superman from the 30s to the 70s. This came out in 1973, I believe. I had to try cleaning it up a bit. It was kind of dirty and dingy, and it reeks of cigarette smoke. So I put some fabric softener sheets in there. Hopefully that'll maybe take away some of the stench, if you will. But for $2, I wasn't going to leave that book behind. It's hardcover. So that was pretty cool. And then I got this for $1. The History of Comics 2 by Jim Steranko. Let me just pull back on that. The History of Comics #1 is the one you want to get. It's the more popular of the two. He likes to do Baltimore Comic-Con occasionally. So if I go back this year and he's there, I'm going to definitely get him to sign that. It's got some spine issues, but it's, you know, it's not detached. It's just a little, I guess, a little split. I don't know. I may tape it. You know, it's not like I'm going to get rich off of this book. I just want to preserve it. This was cool. You know, if you never, what's the old saying? If you've never seen something before, that's the time you buy it. I got this immaculate Treasury edition for Buck Rogers for $5. I loved this TV show growing up, and this thing is just clean. No, you know, noticeable ticks or anything on this. So I was very happy to find that. Just have a couple other things to show, and that's it. Hopefully we'll be in under 20 minutes. Just 4 more books. My friend John from Instagram. Actually, I have 5 more books to show. One of them is a really rare book, I believe. There's only one for sale on eBay at the moment, and none have sold in the past 6 months. This book here. The Duck Knight Returns. This is easily $100 to $150 book. I picked this up for $5. You know, I knew that there was something, I guess not significance, not the word I'm looking for, but people noticed these Dark Knight cover swipes for the Darkwing Duck. KKN Comics specifically had did a video about some of the books he had, picked up that were those cover swipes, and I messaged him. I'm like, hey, this is $5. Is this what, something, special? And he messaged me back, yeah, it's at least a $30 book. Turns out it was even more than that, to both our surprises. And then this is another book that just seems to keep finding me over and over again, Daredevil #2. I'm actually think I'm going to sell this Dark Knight Returns book. I'm not overly attached to it. I'm trying to get like $120 for it, between 100 and 120. I'm going to put it up on Instagram eventually. Next is the last couple of books I got from my friend John from Instagram. And I got Amazing Spider-Man #80 for my run. 81. This bad boy here, Marvel Tales #125. Nice Golden Age Atlas book. Very happy to get that. Paid $40 for that book. I would do that all day. Cover's barely holding on, but it is holding on. And it presents really well. I mean, the blacks are really black on there. As Mercenot would say, black activist worthy. Is that right for me to say that? So I picked that up. And last but not least, Conan #24. I mean, for the longest time, I thought Conan 23 is considered her first appearance. And then all of a sudden, it's now considered her first cameo appearance. I mean, but I have both. This is the first one though I have graded. So now I have 2 copies of 24 and 2 copies of 23. This is considered her first full appearance. So I guess depending on your taste, this is her first appearance. Then this is actually the money book out of the 2 as well, which I was surprised to learn recently. Erod had filled me in on that during one of the New York Warriors auctions. So that's it, boys and girls. That's another haul for this time. I still have a box of some yard sale books that I picked up. And that's it for now. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, take care. Bye.